Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Murdoch DeFi YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a project that is, in my opinion, absolutely insane. It's very, very innovative, and they are doing something where essentially there's a constant buy pressure on this token. This is called the Last Ape Standing. We're going to talk all about exactly what it is. As you can see, this is something that is live currently. If we look at the price action on it, things have been going incredibly well since it launched yesterday. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. This is a type of like jackpot type of token, but the way that they structure this, the FOMO is absolutely insane. So you guys are going to want to pay attention to everything that we talk about in this video and determine if this is something that is for you or not. But before we do that, guys, please make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel here. If you are new here, also, you're going to want to hit the notification bell to make sure that you're staying up to date with new content that I release on the channel. Because just like in today's video, pretty much everything that I talk about here on the channel is all very time sensitive, and the sooner that you can get a notification when I post new content, the better in terms of opportunities that you could potentially take advantage of. Also, it's important to note that anything that we talk about here on the channel is not financial advice, and I do not say that just for the legality or the legal reasons, but really just because it's poor investment strategy to just watch a YouTube video, not do any research, and just blindly ape into things, right? So make sure you're doing your own research, reading through these documents, the audits, whatever you have to look through on a given project before you decide if it is something for you or not. Of course, you can use my videos as a stepping stone into doing your own research. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into the video about Last Ape Standing. So this is a token that launched on Binance Smart Chain. It's over on PancakeSwap. You can actually purchase the token directly here from their website using FluxTrade. You can even be able to use your like other forms of payment outside of crypto to go ahead and fund your wallet and be able to purchase these LAS tokens. That is the name of the token, short for Last Ape Standing. But let's get into how exactly this works, because this is, it's super simple to understand, but it's very complex at the same time, and it's just absolutely insane, right? So how this works, right? So 2% of every buy and 5% of every sale is converted into BNB and sent to their jackpot. If there are no buys worth at least 0.1 BNB for 10 whole minutes, the last buyer gets 50% of the jackpot. I believe the jackpot currently is at about $25,000, right? So this inherently creates constant buy pressure as multiple investors try to win this jackpot. And what's even more cool is they have a dashboard to see the wallet. You'll be able to see what wallet is qualifying for that jackpot, the time left on that jackpot as well. And then furthermore, if you jump into their Telegram group, they have a bot that runs as soon as somebody buys. It will give a countdown so you can see, if you're the last person to buy, how much time is left until you could potentially win 50% of the jackpot. So this has very, very interesting mechanics behind it. I do know that they can also change a couple parameters to be able to do some flash rounds. But really, where this thing gets really cool is when we talk about this big bang, right? So in order for this jackpot to have a limit, the jackpot essentially needs to have a limit, as an unlimited growth would cause it to mathematically never be won. Their fix to this is by setting the hard cap for the jackpot at $100,000. Now, you might be asking, what happens once the jackpot gets to that 100K mark? Well, this is what is called the big bang, right? So if the jackpot is not won by anybody, meaning that there's constant buy pressure of people buying in at least 0.1 BNB every 10 minutes or more frequently than that, and it hits that 100K mark, a forced cash out takes place. This cash out will essentially buy back half of the jackpot in a single transaction in which they call the Big Bang. So not only are you exposing yourself to a token that you can just play price action, but since there is constant buy pressure, you can always remember that there's multiple ways to make money here, right? First, you could just win the jackpot if you get lucky enough, right? Two, you can be able to play price action based on the constant buy pressure. And three, it also presents a unique situation too, because as the jackpot gets closer and closer and closer to that 100K mark, what is the likelihood of people selling their tokens, knowing that very soon a $50,000 buyback, a massive green candle on the chart is coming, right? So it's just crazy to think about, the anticipation that builds and the FOMO that builds within the community. But if we can look at the chart, you can see how things have been going, right? And I think that I don't think they've done too much marketing yet. I think that a lot of this stuff was just organic. But if we look at the volume over the last 24 hours since it launched, it hasn't been quite 24 hours, but since it launched, it had $660,000 in volume. The market cap is still only at $1 million market cap. So the room for this to grow and potentially catch on is wild, right? Very, very interesting to see how this will play out. Obviously, you can figure out, the best time to get in, right? If you wanted to just try to win that jackpot, then you only need to put in around $40. Like you see these 0.1 buys, like small buys coming in. But this is all constant buy pressure. You know what I mean? Like you have some people taking profits and stuff like that, of course, right? This is going to happen. But the sales are good for the protocol too, because a portion of that sell tax is going and feeding back into the jackpot, right? So it's very, very interesting to see how this is playing out. So tokenomics, buy taxes, we're looking at 1% going into liquidity, 2% for marketing and development, 2% going to the team, and then 2% going to the jackpot wallet. The taxes for selling, you're looking at 1% into liquidity, 5% for marketing and development, 2% going to the team, and then a massive 5% going to the jackpot wallet, right? So the jackpot, if for 10 minutes no buys of minimum approximately 0.1 BNB worth of LAS occurs, then 55.55% of the jackpot wallet gets cashed out. Both BNB in the contract and the LAS tokens that are still not converted to BNB are taken into account for the cash out. So 90% of the cash goes to the last buyer, 10% to boost the project for marketing through buybacks, right? And this essentially creates a protocol that could continue, indefinitely, right? If we really think about it. But if we check out their actual dashboard here, we can get a look at some things as it pertains to that. So currently, live jackpot stats, $31,000 in this jackpot. The time left since the last buy, 9 minutes, 6 seconds. The winner's share is going to be $15,502. The buyback share is $17.22. The last buy or potential jackpot winner, and they list the address, the wallet address to that last buy right here. And it lets you know when the last time that was purchased, right? So it looks like when the Big Bang would happen, and this is a countdown from $100,000, so $70,000 more into the protocol or into the jackpot than this Big Bang mechanism would initiate and take place. So this is a look at their dashboard here. They also have this, which is pretty unique. They are launching staking pools, right? So they have multiple different pools. This is the one that they had launched in the beginning. So you were getting 1,000 APR. The pool capacity was opened up to 1 million LAS tokens. So there are 85 active stakers in the actual protocol here, and you could be able to come in and stake. Again, they're using this to their advantage to be able to open these pools and potentially lock up some of those funds, right? And obviously these are disabled, but yeah, so that is a portion of the protocol as well. They have this staking feature. You can be able to jump right to their Telegram here and be able to check out that bot that I was talking about that displays all that information as when like people jump into the contract. They list the wallet address of the last buyer, how much the last buy was for, what the jackpot balance is, and the time remaining until that last buy could potentially win the jackpot, right? So this is very, very, very cool. They are audited by Solid Proof. They are KYC'd as well. So lots of stuff coming from the last ape standing. They also have their white paper here, much of which we've kind of already discussed just based on our conversation here on the website. But this is where you can find a little bit more detailed information as it pertains to the inner workings of the actual protocol. But I feel like we discussed the most part, other than this staking stuff. So we'll touch on this again. So the LAS started with 10 staking pools, each containing 1 million LAS tokens. These pools can each be designed to have different features and different lifespans. The key feature is the maximum amount of stake tokens / staking users, which makes each pool limited and therefore subject to higher demand versus supply. Our staking platform offers an easy entry to the staking contracts that can be accessed through all the popular browsers and DeFi wallets, right? So that's a little bit more information on the staking. Here they give you a little bit more information on the actual tokenomics, much of which we have already gone over. Here is their token allocation and how all that stuff works. So they did have a private sale, and 52.5% of the total supply went to the private sale people. 1 million LAS tokens goes to staking. 1.5 million goes to the centralized exchange or / event, and PancakeSwap or Liquidity got 2.25 million LAS tokens. That's how they split up the overall tokenomics. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this type of protocol. I think it has the potential to be the next meta in the crypto and DeFi space, but of course, willing to entertain some conversation surrounding the last ape standing. I know that the team has spent, really a shit ton of time developing these contracts, making it what it is. And yeah, they're very passionate, and yeah, I seem really super bullish on the team as a whole. These are some people that I've worked with in the past. So it's really cool to see this coming from them. That being said, guys, I think that's going to wrap up today's video as it pertains to the last ape standing. Do let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section of today's video, and we will catch you on the next one.